Something ate this galaxy's neighbors and left the leftovers scattered across 100,000 light-years. The question is whether those ghostly rings are the evidence or just the aftermath of something still happening right now. Those pale, layered shells wrapping around the bright core. They shouldn't be there. A normal elliptical galaxy looks smooth, almost featureless, like a soft, glowing egg. But zoom in deep enough on NGC 474 and you get this: overlapping arcs of stellar debris, stacked like growth rings on a tree, curving out in multiple directions at once. Nobody agreed for a long time on what was building them. One leading idea is that NGC 474 has been slowly cannibalizing smaller galaxies, pulling them in, shredding them apart, and leaving their stars wrapped in these concentric layers. Over the past billion years or so, that process could stack shell after shell after shell. Each arc you see curving around the upper left of the galaxy may be the ghost of an entire galaxy that no longer exists as a separate thing. But look over to the right. That tightly wound spiral sitting right next to NGC 474 is a whole other galaxy called NGC 470, and it's close enough to be pulling on its neighbor right now. Some researchers think those shells aren't old wreckage at all. They might be density waves, ripples moving outward through NGC 474's stars, the way a stone dropped in still water sends rings spreading to the edge. Down at the bottom of the frame, you can even see a long blue tidal stream, tens of thousands of light-years of stars being drawn out between the two galaxies like taffy. NGC 474 spans about 250,000 light-years, twice the width of the Milky Way, and it sits roughly 100 million light-years away in the constellation Pisces. And here's the part that keeps coming back to me. Our own Milky Way has shells and streams in its halo too. Smaller ones, harder to see, but they're there. So is this what we look like from the outside? A galaxy quietly mid-meal, and we just haven't noticed yet. We'll be here tomorrow with whatever the data shows next. Subscribe so you don't have to remember to come back.